Hey everyone, today I want to talk about some apps that I added to my productivity stack recently. I review lots of tools, but these are the ones that actually help me manage everything from studying to focusing and even sleep tracking. So I use flashcards when I'm learning something new, as well as for memorizing important details like my friends' birthdays and anniversaries. I used to use either Anki or Reminote when it came to flashcards and spaced repetition. However, over the years, I found Anki's syncing process a bit unreliable, especially when I'm juggling multiple devices, and Reminote to be a little bit too complicated and overkill for what I need. Then I found Mochi recently, which has been incredible because it offers a more dependable, fast syncing across devices with lots of cool features. I usually have it always open when I'm learning something new, so I can make flashcards anytime, and you can even link different cards together so you know they are related. I mostly use my mobile to review them when I have free time. It's fast and simple enough to just open it during a break and review throughout the day. It's not free like Anki, but works a lot better in my opinion. Now, when it comes to my go-to AI chatter app, I've been using Monica daily, so I'm really happy that they're sponsoring this video today. Monica is available as browser extension and mobile app. What I particularly love about it is how I can quickly get answers to my questions without jumping between different AI apps. I think lots of people now have ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude installed. Well, with Monica, you get to chat with all these models in one place. It's super convenient because I can compare their responses side by side and pick the best answer. It also comes with an extensive toolkit that I find really useful, from AI Solver to Chat PDF, which lets me analyze documents and ask questions about it. I also love that whenever I'm researching something, I can instantly get summaries of YouTube videos or web pages with just one click. And if I'm browsing any website, I can just hit Ctrl-M or Command-M on Mac, and Monica pops up to help me understand or summarize whatever I'm reading. I can even take a screenshot of the webpage I'm looking at and ask AI anything about it. And what's even better is that all these summaries get saved to my memory, which is like your personal library, so you can easily find them later. Now, Monica offers a lot more features than what I've just covered here, so I definitely recommend giving it a try. You can get the app from the link in the description below, and let me know what you think. Right, when it comes to curating my favorite quotes, images, and snippets of inspiration, Sublime has recently become my new favorite tab. It's kind of like Pinterest, but it's more catered towards book passages, interesting article highlights, and the visuals that inspire you. I particularly love how it shows me related quotes and books from what other people saved. This has been great for serendipity. I found lots of interesting books this way that people recommended, and then you can build your own kind of digital scrapbook for ideas. I'm probably going to make a full video about this tool next week since it's a really cool app. Everybody probably knows about Endel by now, but I started using it again recently. When I'm working, I put on my Bose open earbuds and play binaural beats for a few sets of 45-minute sessions. I've been doing this since I watched that video of Andrew Huberman explaining how binaural beats can help you focus, and so far it is working well for me. And also, I don't like to pay extra for a meditation app, so I use Endel's meditation soundscape every day. Overall, it's a great tool to have for not just focusing, but for relaxing as well. So I've talked about Lex a few times before, but I usually just used Google Docs for writing. But recently, Lex has officially become my favorite writing app with the new updates. The AI assistant now is a lot more useful. There are many options for AI models. Then you can use the AI chat for research whenever you want to know about something you're writing. It can even suggest revisions for your draft based on the search results. And then it's now possible to give the AI your other documents and notes as context, so it can generate answers based on them. That means you can ask it about what you wrote previously. This is really useful because it now knows your opinions about different topics and the writing style as well. And once I finish writing, I typically like to run some checks for things like grammar, readability, and repetition. I can't honestly imagine publishing anything without doing this now. It's such an easy way to make sure your writing is presentable. I know Google Docs now has Gemini in it, but I find Lex more polished and useful for writing specifically. Okay, I used to use an Apple Watch to track my sleep, but I couldn't get used to wearing a watch during sleep, and the battery died really fast. So I recently started using Ultrahuman, which is a smart ring. Kind of like Aura, but unlike Aura, it doesn't require a subscription, so it's all free once you buy a ring. And basically, It lets me keep track of my sleep scores and monitor my overall well-being. It's really helpful to see how what you do affects your sleep. For example, if I have a meal right before going to bed, it impacts my sleep very negatively. The same can be said about using my phone before bed. So this is also where apps like Opal come in handy because it blocks addictive apps on your phone, so you won't use it. I also use this color filter on my iPhone to block blue light, which is really handy. Anyway, Ultrahuman or any other smart rings are very useful for tracking not just your sleep, but also your movement and stress levels. At first, I thought these might be just a fun gimmick, but seeing those numbers actually make me super conscious of how much I move and what I do in a day. So it kind of changes your lifestyle gradually, which is great. So I've been using Arc browser for like 1 or 2 years, but I noticed that it gets really sluggish and slows down my computer often. Also, it didn't work with some of the browser extensions that I use daily. So I decided to stop using it a few months ago. Then I kind of go back and forth between Brave, Safari, and a few others. But I settled with Vivaldi, mostly because I quite like its split screen feature and works perfectly with my favorite browser extensions. And other than that, there's nothing super special about it. It works really well and it's fast and reliable. Now, when it comes to managing my downtime and organizing leisure activities, Sofa has become my go-to app. Sofa is a downtime organizer where I can keep track of everything from movies I want to watch to books I've been meaning to read. There's also a great alternative called Sequel, but I recently settled with Sofa. And then over time, I've also begun using it to keep track of my favorite restaurants and interesting places I'd like to visit. It's kind of like Notion Lite, minimalistic version of it, without the complexity that can sometimes feel overwhelming. I love Notion and use it for work, but I think most people don't need that much of customizability, so Sofa fills that gap really nicely. So basically, whenever you find a movie, series, or a book you want to read, you can search inside the app and add it to your list. And once you finish them, change the status to done or something like that. I personally like to use a logbook to keep track of what I watched, read, or where I went. So when friends ask me if I found something interesting recently, I can always check my logbook and say, oh, this series was really good, or that movie was awful. Oh, by the way, don't watch the Borderlands movie, guys. It's absolutely horrendous. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you want to know more about my favorite app, check this video out. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.